There you go. Hi.
All right, guys, welcome to our team call tonight. We're excited you're here. I love seeing all of these faces. I feel like week after week, it's just growing and the excitement is growing, and it's really exciting. So thank you. I have a really fun announcement that I want to kick off with. A little something I have been planning for a little bit now, and it's official. So, drum roll. There are so many of us, I'm pretty sure every single person on this call, I think, is doing Transform 20. And I wanted to add a little incentive for your health and fitness as well as your business. And something that we've done before, and it's been a while, so it's time. There's so many new members on the team now, and that is team professional photos, as well as individual fitness photos for you to use for your business. And I thought, what better time than after we all kill it in Transform 20? So I know for me, after I had my third son, a huge motivation was putting a date on the calendar of when I would do professional photos, because of course you want to be in tip-top shape. So in order to help you girls push yourselves to stick with the meal plan, doesn't mean you have to be perfect, but I think it'll add that little extra edge for you guys to stick with the nutrition component, as well as a little business incentive, because it does help to have some professional photos. I am going to be offering a photo shoot. It'll be in San Diego. So for those of you who are out of town, everybody is welcome. I know that that is a little bit more of a challenge. If you don't live here, I apologize. But you're still more than welcome. And if you do come from out of town, I will have somewhere for you to stay. And it will be on April 14th. So it's not right after Transform 20. You'll still have an extra 6 weeks to work on you, get really fit, and everybody is included. The photos will be on me. Second of all, if you are a diamond or above coach, by the end of March, I will pay for you to get your makeup professionally done for that photo shoot. So it would be so fun if we could all do this together. As many people want to come can come. I think it would be really great and really fun. And yeah. I don't know what I was hoping for. Confetti, fireworks.
Woo!
I don't know. I'm just really excited because I've been wanting to do this for a while. And Emily, I was thinking about you. I know that's the worst timing for you, but on that note, there will be a second photo op opportunity at the Diamond Retreat that is hosted by all of the diamonds on Hard Hitters, which will be November 8th through the 10th. The requirements to go on that trip are still a little bit TBD, as well as the location. But I wanted to drop a little things that I've been talking to Kelly Jimenez, the coach of Hard Hitters, about today. I was talking to her. The ideas that have been thrown out have been Salt Lake City, Utah, which is so fun, and it's right by corporate headquarters, or Beverly Hills, which would be right by our Santa Monica headquarters, or Colorado Springs. There was this amazing mansion that she found for us all to stay there. And what was the fourth choice, Kim? Do you remember? Or the fourth option? Scottsdale. So we are all trying to decide where that place is, which place we're going to go to. And within the next few weeks, we're going to decide, but it is for sure on the calendar, November 8th through 10th. And I do know that you will need to be diamond. What still needs to be determined is by what date you need to be diamond. And there will be some sort of Success Club requirement as well. So I want that to be motivation for you guys. I've gone on a couple of these retreats. They're super fun. It's basically one big hangout for all of us. And there will be another professional photo shoot. Emily, again, that's when I thought of you. I'm like, well, Emily can do it in November, only because Emily's about to have twins in like 6-ish weeks, let's say. So an April photo shoot, of course, I would love for you to be there, but I realize it might not be the greatest time for you. But anyways, we are really working hard to make sure everybody is excited about this business opportunity and what it can be. And I think that one of the best ways to do that is to be doing this together and do more things together. So on that note, another little announcement that I want to make sure everybody caught was Saturday mornings, we're going to be doing workouts at 5 a.m. Pacific time live into Tribe Trifecta group. It will be the Transform 20 workout of that day in there. So I really want to encourage you guys to show up and invite your challengers specifically to do that with us. It'll be like this, where it'll be on a call and we will show the workout so everybody can see it through the computer. But how fun would that be to have one day a week where we're all working out together? I think that would be awesome. And one last announcement. On that note, I would love to host live power hours. I think that it's really helpful. The few of you I've talked to recently who have picked my brain about what do I specifically do? What does that look like? What does my checklist look like? What am I doing every day? I've gotten really good feedback about how helpful that was. So I would like to host those for you guys if that would be helpful for you. So let me know, and I will put some of those dates on the calendar where basically I will be popping in live webinar style into the team page and sharing what I do in my power hour. Kim, do you have anything that you'd like to add in terms of announcements or anything like that?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay.
Not for announcement wise. I'm really excited about retreats. Oh, I posted that the Success Club trip is coming.
Yes.
On the team page this today. If you don't know what that is and you're like, I'm never going to get an invite, you'll actually be very surprised that you will get an invite, because they basically invite, it starts with like elite, and then they invite top Success Club people, and then they just slowly, as invitations get declined, they just keep going down and down and down and keep inviting. So you don't have to have like some insane amount of Success Club points, but it is a really rad trip, and it can be 100% paid for if you basically you earn as you earn Success Club points, you earn trip dollars, and you can get the whole thing paid for, and it doesn't like come out of your money that you're making as a coach. It just is part of it's what they pay for basically. So you can go like the one that's happening in March, which is a cruise. I think Tara's going. I was going until this sweet package arrived. Until my mother said that I was not going to help you take care of small child. So there's a cruise. The 2020 is to Punta Cana. So it's really a blast, and they're definitely worth working for. And imagine if we were all there and you just go, and they're all inclusive. So everything's paid for once you get there. You just drink and eat and do all the things and take fun pictures and hang out in bikinis. And you can bring your family if you want to, but I don't choose to ever do that. I'm sorry, that sounded terrible. I had a really awful day, so I'm not going to say anything real great about kids.
But you do get to bring your spouse, right? Or a friend. Like you get one guest that's included.
Yep. So it's $300 to reserve your spot, and then you're good. Basically. So yeah. So that's my only announcement.
Awesome. Love it. Okay, so we started a couple months ago saying we're going to back off on calls and do once a month. And Kim and I decided that that's just not enough. We need to see your faces more. We need to do this together, because there's one thing that I've learned more recently than ever is that when you feel like you're on an island and you feel like you're doing this job, this business by yourself, you won't do it. And that's not going to build a business for you. That's not going to help people out there with their health and fitness or their businesses going forward, all the people you can reach. So we want to hang out with you guys more. So we're going to be here every Tuesday night hanging out, and it might look different. Some Tuesday nights we might have stuff to teach you guys, share with you, and some nights like tonight we just want to brainstorm. It's middle of January. It's not even the beginning anymore. We want to brainstorm for challenge groups to come, sneak peeks to come, answer questions, ask you guys, what you feel like is working, what you feel like you need help with. I know there's a lot of newer coaches on this call, so pick our brains. So that's kind of what is on the agenda for tonight. And so the most pressing thing that we have coming up is we are going to be hosting a coach sneak peek on Thursday this week. We threw it in, so it was not on the calendar that I posted end of December. And don't overthink it. It's going to be a really quick and easy way for you guys to invite people to coaching. It was interesting. for those of you who follow the Hard Hitters page, Kelly Jimenez popped in the other day and was talking about how many people signed up for her diamond internship. And in some of the one-on-one conversations she had with some of those candidates, she asked, how often are you inviting to coaching? And overwhelmingly, the answer was, I don't really invite to coaching. And so that's a direct reflection of why people aren't joining people's teams if they're not inviting. It's just like with challenge groups. It's going to be very difficult, if not impossible, to fill challenge groups to help people with their health and fitness if you're not inviting them. Same thing with the business. If you missed the Emerald in 24 Hours call that was just went on at 6 p.m., it'll be posted in Hard Hitters, and that's a really great place to start. And a lot of the basics and the mindset of recruiting your first couple of people. And not to get off on a tangent, but a lot of people think that recruiting is like a 4-letter word, and it's really not, you guys. You have a gift to offer people with this business, but you have to believe that, and you have to lead with confidence, even if you feel like you don't have it yet in this, even if you feel like you don't have all of the answers, and invite people to do this with you. So I completely forgot where I started this whole spiel. At
hosting a
Coach Sneak Peek.
So basically, if you want to pop in on Thursday and share your story, and invite to it, then just let us know, and we'll make it. Guys, a lot of this we just make up as we go along. We feel a good momentum, and we're like, oh, let's just roll with it. Kind of like, I think one of our biggest pressing questions right now is, do we host? We need to get back to monthly challenge groups, but at the same time, all these people are super into Transform 20. And we see way more success in people's longevity in this business, or in their own success stories, when we do program-specific challenge groups. And now that we have all the challenge groups already kind of made, it's not that big of a deal to kind of throw something together. And so I think that's one of the biggest things Amy and I keep toying with is, do we host another Transform 20 in like 2 weeks, or like we start advertising in 2 weeks and it starts in 4 weeks, because then we have 4-week transformations, which I imagine will be there. Or what do you guys think? Like, I just feel like people, they think they missed the boat, and we can help them see that they didn't. You know what I mean? So I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts?
I would like to do another one. I had someone reach out today that thinks they missed out, and I was like, well, I'll get back to you. Trust me, you haven't missed out. You still have an opportunity. So I feel like if we gave another shot at it, because that's what happened with me with Lift 4. People wanted to see my results first, and then I got a lot of people after.
Yeah. I think if we started advertising for, like, what always works is, like, I get the opportunity to run another test group is usually like good verbiage. We just have to make sure we have enough people, because I did this with 80 Day. I don't know if it was right after, but it flopped. The group didn't even finish. And so I think, as long as we have people, I think it's worth running again. I also think running an 80 days before summer would be a huge pull for people.
Yeah, I have so many people who are doing Lift in 80 Day. So somehow capitalizing on those people. The thing that we're trying to be careful of is not getting too many groups going at a time, because then we all get spread too thin, and it's hard to serve these people that we're trying to serve. So I think we need to pick a direction and go there. So if we decide to do another Transform 20 group, which would piggyback on our 4-week results, or even since it's a 6-week program, maybe the 3-week results, the halfway mark. I'm just thinking out loud here. And then we need to pick a start date for an 80-day group. I was even thinking, just in my own head, since now we know the next program coming out, which I'm so excited about, is Jericho, and it's going to be Morning Meltdown 100 workouts for 100 days every morning. That's not coming out till July 29th, I think they said. So what are we going to do when we're all done with Transform 20? I kind of want to do a hybrid of Max 30, because I think this is going to get us ready for that, and Lift 4. Like, that would be a rad hybrid, in my opinion, because I'm just thinking out loud, because you have the lift and you have the extreme cardio.
And booty day.
And booty day. Oh, that's a good
All the things.
all the thing.
Basically lift plus max 30 plus 80-day legs and butt. So
I
2,
think-
4, 6. So 2 of each.
I know for me, I tend to try to, I think it's important to meet all of your clients where they're at, but at the same time, and I'm speaking to myself, you need to be the coach. So if you have a good idea and they have BOD, they have access to all of this, I think it's important to step up in your confidence and say, this is what we're going to do, and we're all going to do it together, because like Kim said, they're going to get better results if you're all on the same page. The multi-group challenge groups just never seem to have that oomph behind them like these program-specific ones do.
I agree 100% about that. And I think for a while we just got complacent in just letting everyone pick their own thing because we didn't want to step on anybody's toes. At least personally, you know, people will be like, I don't want to do anything but 21-day fix for the 3rd time. I'm like, okay, sure. But you're right. They don't get as great of results as we do when we're doing a huge launch or we're all waking up and pushing play on the same thing. So I think it's just like going to be more verbiage between you and the client. Like, this is, I know we've done this way in the past, but we really want to, like, the results are so much better when we're doing this together and giving them enough time to kind of gear up for it. And I love the idea of a hybrid.
And obviously, you know, all of you are your own CEOs of your own business. You can do things however you want. So I don't ever want you guys to think that you have to run groups the way that we do it or with us. I do think we are stronger in numbers. So if whoever wants to be involved with this wants to get on the same page, and we all as coaches commit to doing whatever that program is that we line up, whether it's a hybrid or whatever, I think that would help things too. Yeah. It just creates hype, you know, like the whole tagging thing going on. I feel like that's really going to pick up momentum. I think it's going to help the girls in Tribe to get more excited. I mean, think about all those women in Tribe who are going to be seeing all these check-ins about Transform 20. I'm hoping some of them are going to want to get on this next round. So we need to get dates on the calendar so that everybody knows, what are we inviting to, you know, when are you inviting to it, so that you're not feeling behind and you're not feeling you're just throwing out invites and then trying to like fit people in. Because the reality is, any program is now designed to help anybody. If you think about it, even Transform 20, Emily here is doing it at 32 weeks pregnant with twins. Like, you can help people where they're at with any of these programs. So we need to just pick a direction and go there, is what I'm thinking.
When does Transform 20 end? What's the date?
It ends February. It's like the last February in September. September. The last February in September makes a lot of sense. I have not had any wine tonight. The last Sunday in February is what I meant to say. So February 24th is the last day.
February 20. Okay.
So the 3-week mark.
February
January
4th.
28th is week 3. Week 4 starts. So.
Because we just want to make sure, basically, we're setting up for people to hit Success Club, right? So like they have something to invite to. If they haven't hit Success Club in January, they still can. If they haven't hit Success, and then obviously February.
If we did.
So February 4th would be the beginning of the 4th week for us right now.
Right. So I think we start February 11th for round 2. So that gives 2 weeks in February to sign people up to Success Club. And it's also not too far into February where you could be talking about it that last week of January, which is when you should start talking about it. And we'll already have some results pictures from that first week.
And if you randomly started talking to somebody, you could sell them a challenge pack, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So February 11th will be T20 round 2. So do we want to prep starting the 4th, or do we want to prep starting the 11th?
I think either. I think either could work.
Yeah.
No.
Could we do prep starting the 11th? Because then that gives us a full week for the halfway mark pictures.
Good idea. And then you're doing a last call basically middle of February, and you're past Valentine's Day to actually kick off the program. I don't know if anybody cares about that, but
Yeah.
some people might.
And-
Some people do, I'm sure.
So
And that group would be ending April 1st, which is when it's going to become available on BOD, right?
ooh, another good call. So because we definitely will be doing our third round of Transform 20 will be April 1st for those who wait.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so I've had a lot of people ask me when is the next app group for multi-programs going to be. So I think we need to decide, are we going to still do app groups that are 4-week rotations that you can do any program, or are we just going to keep all those people in Tribe, which we're working really hard to make really good? You know what I mean?
The only problem, well, not the problem, but like, we are now trying to set the precedent that you have to be drinking Shakeology in the app group. So are these people are all these people who are asking Shakeology HDers?
Some of them are. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have people asking too.
The nice thing is it's not like we don't have, we have templates galore
Right.
to get through an entire year of groups.
Yeah.
Don't know if that's a good use of, because then you have a 2B group too.
I
So
know.
it's like you're running almost 3 groups always at the same time.
I'd almost rather go in the direction of app groups are paid groups for HG members and program specific. So those people who are asking me, I could just tell them, this is what's coming up next and this is the program you'll be doing.
Or they can do whatever if they're drinking Shakeology and they have a program, they can be in our program specific. It's going to be program specific. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't make that much big of a difference if they don't care. We don't care if they're posting about T25 when we're doing Live 4. It's not that big of a deal, you know?
True. Good point.
Just thinking out loud.
Yes.
I would also say, like, it's not that big of a deal for people to be in the groups if they're not doing this specific program, but it is kind of hard if, like, your accountability partner isn't also, like, it's, like, if I was in Transform 20, like, I'm doing Transform 20 right now, and if I was partnered up with someone that was doing, like, Lift 4, I just feel like it wouldn't be necessarily, like, the same hype and the same level of support.
True. So maybe those people we would just partner them accordingly then. Yeah. So outside of T20, since now we're mapped out until it launches BOD free, what do we want to do in February do we want to do a hybrid, or do we want to pick 80 day or Lift, or?
What if we do a Transform Lift 4 hybrid? Or you think you're done with Transform?
No, not necessarily.
Wait, in February? So we'll do
We finished Transform 20.
Well, I feel like doing a hybrid.
No, because then you have to talk about it, and you want to talk about something totally different.
Yeah, and I think then you would potentially miss new people who, I don't know. I don't think we hybrid Transform until it's available to everybody.
Oh, yeah, right.
true. But I'm down for lifting and something else.
Well, we're all going to want some sort of weights after, unless you're all doing bonus rounds.
Or a Lift and 80 day hybrid.
I mean, that's what I want to do, but that's just me. I'm just ready for some more 80-day. But that's just postpartum Kim coming out.
I highly recommend that. I did that getting ready for this for a week, and it was really fun.
Because we can always do 80-day 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and hours. We don't have to do all 80-day hours.
Yeah.
True.
You know what I
So
mean?
then what if we make that the 80 days to
Summer.
summer and we hybrid it?
So what's 80 days till summer? What's the back out?
What day in
1st?
summer are we speaking of?
Well, technically speaking on the calendar, it's June 21st, isn't it? Always,
Okay.
I think.
So we would want to maybe end like June 23rd then. Or would we want to end the week prior to that, like the 16th, which is Father's Day?
What's the Sunday?
The Sunday before the 21st is the 16th, and the one which is Father's Day. The one after is the 23rd. Not that Father's Day matters, but I mean it does.
I mean, I like to really make them in great shape on Father's Day.
We got to be ready.
Let's end on the 16th. It's
Okay.
like days till summer. So it's like we end right when it's over.
Okay.
Or right when it starts, I'm sorry.
So
80 days from that.
we'll schedule workouts 6 days a week.
Oh yeah, we have to do the back. No, we won't be done like 80-day obsession was. We're really doing like 97-day program.
So do we want to make it 80 or do we want to do it like the program like 97? Or we want to do 80?
I think 80 days.
80 days.
I feel like that whole thing was so confusing.
I know.
think
Okay.
that's March 28th, if I know how to do math.
Okay.
Okay. So then, wait, when does it? March 28th? So now do the math because we have to have something fit in that window. Do you know what I mean? So February, what'd you guys say? February 20. What date does Transform end?
The 24th.
24th. So if it ends February 24th, you have to have something fit between February 24th and March 23rd.
8th.
8th.
Oh,
So
well, yeah, the week before for.
is it 5 weeks or 4 weeks?
Wait, time out. But then the 28th is a Thursday. So
Right.
Wait, so it doesn't end on.
The 28th is 80 days till Father's Day, but it's a Thursday.
Okay, so we have to start then.
we need to start the 25th, which is a Monday. It's not going to be exactly 80 days, but I mean, give or take a couple weekends and whatever.
So then is that 5 weeks? Is that 30 days between the two? Because if it is, then that's perfect.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 weeks between, not 5. 4 weeks between.
So what's a 4-week program? 22-minute hardcore?
No, that's 8 weeks. Quarter force is 4 weeks.
Never run a quarter force group.
I thought
And
quarter
the-
force was more, or is there more than, is it only 4 weeks?
It's only 4 weeks. And with Jericho being the next one, that might not be a bad idea.
Not such a bad idea. I kind of like that. Minus that there's no weights. So we'd be coming off Transform 20 into more no weights.
Or we do
30 days or 4.
that.
Oh no, we're doing this. Just kidding.
I don't know. Any suggestions?
Four weeks. When does 21 Day Fix come out? March?
Oh, I almost forgot about that one. Hang on. I have an image for that. I think I sent you.
I think it's March.
Looking at it right now.
Yeah, that's going to be a little more challenging than.
I think, but if it's March and March is where we're trying to fill a gap, I think it'll work out.
No, we're trying. Oh, Were we
We'll just,
21
okay.
days?
No, that's not it. I got it.
Do 21-day fix in between there. A fix and fix extreme group. Then you're going from autumn to autumn. I like to change up my people.
On here, it shows Fix Live coming out April, and then Fix Extreme Live coming out May.
That's fine. So we can advertise that in April. That'll just be another group that we'll be promoting.
So
Oh,
are
but
they going to make that an unlock, or is that just going to be on there?
I think it's going to be an unlock.
Then we might want to rethink this whole thing, because if it's going to be an unlock and we're not doing it because we're in the middle of a hybrid, that's not going to work. I'm going to look up the FAQ real quick, unless anybody knows off the top of your head.
Out of his nose. Sorry about my. Hi. Andy says hi. Andrea. Catson's mommy, yeah. She's waving at you. She's right there. Don't worry, she's just naked. It's fine. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I thought I read that it was going to be a challenge pack, but maybe I'm wrong.
You're probably right.
I can't be trusted. For really anything at this point in the game.
Shoot, this is going to mess us all up. And there's no...
This is why we're having the conversation.
I know.
This is what goes into planning. Otherwise, you just wing it, and then you end up backfiring and having to have all these weird groups running, and you don't want to be.
Yep.
So we get together and we talk about it. Okay, you didn't find it?
No, I'm looking in one other spot real quick.
Because if that's the case and it is a challenge group, then we're going to run it, and we're going to want to do it. Because that's when the new Fix8 container system comes out too.
Yeah, Fix8, Portion Fix comes out in March.
Yeah.
And then so on and so forth. And my computer's being super slow.
Okay, well, what do we do? I have no hands to do anything, to look for anything.
So on FAQ, it says 3/18 official launch date. The bundles go on sale with the bonus of the live streaming. 4/1 is live stream of 21-day fix, and then 4/29 is live stream of 21-day fix extreme. And then it says that May 31st is when challenge packs go on sale and live workouts move to BOD, member library.
Yep, so it is.
Okay, say those dates one more time, Emily. I'm writing it down.
So March 18th is the official launch date. So the bundles go on sale.
Okay.
April 1st, the live stream of 21-day fix starts.
Okay.
April 29th is the live stream of 21-day fix extreme.
Okay.
And then May 31st is challenge packs go on sale and workouts move to BOD.
So they were not going to do challenge packs for it until the 31st.
But that doesn't make sense, because why would it be launching then in March?
They call it an ultimate portion fix bundle. Not a challenge pack.
Hmm.
So I have no idea what that means.
I'm feeling like they're going to keep coming out with things and we're never going to get to do hybrids because we're always going to have to do with basically what's coming. I feel like we can't miss the mark on doing these lives because how many people want to do 21 Day Fix, like a million rounds?
No, we can't. But we kind of need to know when it's actually launching for us to do it.
So it sounds like we'll actually be doing it April 1, right? Did I get that right?
Yes. That's
Okay.
when the live stream starts.
So with that, instead, that puts 5 weeks from when we end T20 to doing that.
And we're doing 21 Day Fix. So we're going into like, so you have autumn. So what's 5 weeks, or how many days is it? Maybe we can do
That's what I was just thinking. Let me look.
a lift something hybrid. That bums me out because those 80 days till summer groups, like doing an 80-day group again is so, you just have so many people who want to get in killer shape.
It's only 35 days.
35 days. Well, then we just make a hybrid, I guess, of lift and max 30, or,
For 35 days.
for 35 days. Yeah. Yeah. There's really nothing else that you could put in there that would make sense.
Because I think what's going to happen then is Jericho's going to come out at the end of July and they'll announce something else at Summit, which will roll out in the fall. Or it'll roll out in December and be the January thing, So there might be time to do another 80 days through the holidays and we could make it whatever we want. We do a hybrid then.
Yep. So then,
But yeah, I think we have to go with this.
the hard part is that let's say April 1st, it's only 21 days. So we now have 21 days. And then Jericho's group or program doesn't start till July 28th.
Yeah, 21 days. But then we're going to do Extreme Life for 21 more days.
Oh, you're right. So you're looking at 42 days.
So that brings us to May 20th. Ooh, we might still be able to do, let me count.
May 20th till July 28th. You've got 10 days. You've got maybe like, someone want to come take this baby for me? Here.
I'll get some practice in.
Come to my house and you might rethink the whole thing.
I don't know if I can now.
I'm just kidding. Again, not a great day to talk about children with me.
It's okay, there's hope. I'm a family of 4. 3 girls and a boy, so.
Goodness gracious.
And my mom worked full time, like in an office job, so it's possible.
I sometimes think that would be easier.
Easier? Yeah, it might be.
I sometimes think. I can't decide. I go back and forth.
Yeah.
On days like today where I'm like, it'd be really nice just to disappear,
Yeah.
But you don't
need some alone time by yourself.
I mean, I got to go to the dentist yesterday by myself. That was cool.
Yeah, but that's not.
They dug at my teeth. I enjoyed it. I asked if they had mimosas that they put through straws. The little vacuum. Instead of a vacuum, they just put mimosa into your mouth. And
That'd be great.
And she used to be a Beachbody coach, which I thought was hysterical. And so we had a long conversation. Really, I didn't want to talk at all, but that's what we talked about. That was good.
Oh,
What
man.
was that, Andy? How many days?
70.
70.
It's 70 days.
What if we just do 70 days?
What if we just don't call it 80 days till? What if we just come up with a different name, but we could do that hybrid then?
Yeah, lift to 80 day. It'll be
Yeah.
less. It won't be as long anyway. It won't be as grueling.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So what we have is everybody still with us? Are you guys like, God, you guys are nuts? Because we are. We are going to finish Transform 20 on March, whatever it is.
No, February.
February. God. Gosh. And I said the Lord's name in vain. I apologize. On February 24th, we finish T20.
The first round, Andy?
First.
Yes.
Okay, because when I did I have it as the 17th. Because Kim, when we made the
Images.
daily challenges, I had to write them in my daily planner.
Well, it's only 6 weeks, so. One.
So
No.
It's the 24th is the last day.
24th.
what did I count wrong? Sorry, all these papers are falling out.
No, I have the 17th too, you guys.
Thank you. I'm like,
The end of the 5th week. The 17th is the end of the 5th week.
One,
you know why, Kim? We counted prep week.
four.
Prep week was the first. It was the 7th.
Counting the prep week. That's really?
Yes, I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, okay.
We
Can you
shouldn't work
change
together.
the date in the challenge tracker app before it's too late?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So it's the 25th.
Okay. So then from the 25th to April, or no, the 25th of February through March 30th, what are we going to do for those days?
We said it's 35 days.
That's 35 days, yeah.
What if we just do a Beachbody mashup? I'm good at those.
Okay.
Like weights, everything, all the trainers. So it's like awesome for people who are new to BOD. You sell it as like, you know, a full body program for all levels. We give we have the modifiers, and we just rock it for 30, and it'll probably end up being like 30 days of workouts. So we'll do 6 days a week, and with like optional yoga on Sunday or something.
And it could be our spring group. Well, we could do a spring thing because it's March. It's going to take up all of March.
Yeah, maybe
Okay.
like spring fling, because we're spring flinging with all the trainers because we're being, we're bouncing around.
I like it. Okay. We talked about doing round 3 of T20 on the 1st when it launches to BOD. That's also the day that Fix Live launches. So I think we just go with it because we'll have the T20 stuff, and the people who are going to do that on April 1st are the people who didn't want to buy it early, so they're not going to want to buy the Fix Live early, if you think about it.
But
So
they have to be drinking Shakeology.
Yes.
If they're going to run an app group, then they're drinking the goods.
Yes.
Okay.
So that all starts April 1. We do that. Fix Extreme Live starts the 29th. We do that for 3 weeks. 2, 3. That takes us to May 19th.
How did we get all the way to summer? When did this? That's just like, guys, we're going to be planning for Christmas before we know it.
I know. So May 20th would be when we would start the hybrid, the 70-day hybrid.
Yeah, and we can do prep week the week before.
Yeah.
We don't need to.
We're running these like literally back to back to back to back. So everybody just know that prep week will be prior. And we will post in the team page like as the stuff is coming to remind you, like, this is like Kim's been doing weekly. This is what you should be talking about. I'll be updating monthly. This is what we're running this month. Just a reminder. We're trying to be better about sharing what we're inviting to week. Okay, so that takes us all the way to Jericho.
Perfect.
July 29.
And then that's 100 days.
Yeah.
Which is problematic. So we'll probably have to you'll have to like throw in something that you can promote in the midst of that 100 days, because otherwise you have nothing to hit Success Club with.
I think that we're also going to, I think we need to stop planning
We won't go any
that. But I do think, and I don't think we need to do this tonight either, but maybe in our February meeting, we need to talk about what else are we going to be promoting through that 70 days, because we're going to need other things. Like there's going to need to be a July group, something, whatever that is, for whoever doesn't get in on the 70 days.
The other thing to think about, we actually don't have any templates for any of these, which isn't really super great. I mean, we can pull the morning post from pretty much any of the previous template.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll have to think about that. Well, let's wait. We're good for now. We have enough to you could slowly be talking to people about Transform 20's next round. I mean, I can't tell you how many people since we started a day ago, are like, hey, how do I get in on this? And I'm like, well, I mean, there you go. And there's going to be fallout in the 100 women that are with us, so they can start again. And
And here's the thing, guys. I know when I'm inviting, right now, I'm inviting to 2B because we're kicking off Monday, and sometimes I get in conversations with people, and as I'm asked, they say they're in, blah, blah, blah. And when I'm asking, what their goals are, how their nutrition is and stuff, it seems like the container system would be better suited for them. I'll sell them a regular challenge pack and put them in Tribe. So we're trying to provide a community where you always have somewhere to plug somebody in. So you're still meeting that person where they are. However, be confident. That's rare. I did that with one person in the last 2B round, just in talking to her. I just felt like she needed more of that structure. But most of the time I'm I know that 2B works. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm inviting to. This is what I'm encouraging people to do. They don't know any different. So be confident in that's what you use. And if you're not a 2B'er and you're a container girl, that's cool. Then that's what you're going to sell, because your personal testimony is what's going to sell this more than anything else. But on that note, we're still running those 2B groups every month. If you haven't done 2B yet, I would definitely check it out. And just know that that's something that you can always be inviting to also. And those are just going to roll back to back every 4 weeks, basically. So you can jump in at any time. Maybe you want push back 2B you haven't done yet till summer, but in the summer you're going to want to get on board with that. And again, we will always be talking about those in the team page so that you know what's coming and when and all of that. And it does get a little tricky. This one, I felt like I didn't have as much time to talk about it and invite to it and promote it, because there was only 1 week between, this is technically prep week for 2B, and we just launched T20. So I didn't invite nearly as much to this 2B group as I have other ones. So that's another reason we try to get ahead of the schedule so that it marches out decently. Is this helpful for you guys? Yeah.
Yes, very helpful.
What was I going to say? 2B. Do we need to talk about 2B, when the next ones are and all that?
I was just going to ask.
So the next one would be.
They run just systematically. So
yeah. So 1, 2, 4. So the next one will start the 18th. So prep week will be the 11th.
So info groups
of February. Info group will be February 4th. So basically that's the same week that we're going to be starting the second T20. So another thing is you can decide, we don't want you to feel like you're pulled to try to be talking about and marketing all these different things. So you can choose either I'm going to talk about 2B and I'm going to go with that and I'm going to do that one, or I'm going to talk about T20 because that's going to be the same timing that we're going to be launching round 2 of T20. So don't overwhelm yourself to the point where you do nothing. If you need to just pick one that you're going to talk about, pick it and run with it. But again, you might, as you're, say you're going to just talk about T20, you might run into people who are like, that just seems like a lot. I go to the gym and I just need help with what I eat. Well, then perfect. Then you can talk to them about 2B mindset.
Oh, sweetie, I didn't see the time. You're right. Sorry, listen to Dad.
Okay.
The only other thing I think we need to add in is the coach sneak peek. Do we want to do these every 2 weeks, or do we want to do them monthly?
What do you guys think? Do you find them helpful? Well, the group already lives and is existing, so it's basically how often do we want to pop in there? And it's not something that you have to pop in every time. Like it's something that you can add people to all of the time and talk about all of the time. But any thoughts?
I think we should shoot to doing them every 2 weeks, because if we do them once a month, I get that like having them less often, you have like a bigger build up to it or whatever. But if you have someone that you're talking to and it's been 3 weeks since anyone sent a video, it's kind of like, I don't know, I just like it dates it a lot, and we should probably work on always building the team more. And so pushing ourselves to do them more often, create more buzz.
I also think if you all of a sudden get a whim and you're like, because this is why we're having one this week, it was kind of like I had a lot of momentum of people asking about the business, and I was like, you know what, I'm hosting. I'm not, but I am. Yay. You know, it was more of like, I'm just making it up as I go along. Like, okay, I'm going to host a group on Thursday and we're all going to jump in, and, you know, whether it's just me, that's totally fine. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be that thought out. I think if you all of a sudden are like, wow, someone's really interested, and I'd love to just say, hey, we're having a coach sneak peek, you know, we will rally with you and jump into the group. And maybe in those off weeks instead, we post like, we post, you know, stuff from National Wake Up Call, like some of those like inspiring. Andy, remember when we found all those coach success videos that one chick would like put, remember, she like had a YouTube video for everything. Remember, and she would save it as a quick text, and it would just pop in. We know they exist. So what if we just do that? What if we, instead of saying, okay, every 2 weeks we're hosting this, we have it on the schedule for every month, and then if we find a reason that it pops up, then we throw it up. I'll see you in a second, buddy. You know, then we just pop one up, or we just say, you know, we commit to once a week, we're putting something in there that would bring value and potentially customer or a coach. I mean, sorry.
Yeah, I agree. Because in that group already lives like the meat and potatoes of coaching and how you buy in and blah, 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 blah. So we're just trying to keep it fresh every couple of weeks of telling our story and pepping it up in there is basically what we're getting at. So it's not like you have to come up with content. You're basically just bringing the excitement and such.
Yeah.
People are wallflowers in there, you know. If somebody's in there and they don't say anything, well, every time we go in, they're going to get a notification, which is the idea of having it just living on forever and ever.
Yeah. I signed a girl that went in there in October. She signed up today. Oh, hey. Welcome. I think that the only other thing I was going to maybe touch on, Andy and I kind of came up with a schedule for Tribe that we think would bring value as well as, like, you know, people using it and it being productive. And basically we're going to create some images that we'll have through like the seasons. They'll just be season specific, but she's going to do next week, and then I'm going to do the week after. If you want to do a week, you just let us know and we'll just send you the images and you can do it. But it's a great place to practice. If you're a newer coach and like you can't even imagine like coming up with, it's a great place to just learn to schedule posts. And as people check in, you comment, and it's just a really great way to, I don't know, to boost your coaching ability, I guess you could say. So that's also a resource for you guys. If you want to grab a week, we'll put the images in the team page, and then away we go.
Great. Any last questions, comments, Anything? Plan for Tuesdays to hang out with us.
Now that we're scheduled through summer,
We're gonna kill you with workout.
we'll talk about The Bachelor and watch that and do size. No, I'm just kidding.
That would be so fun. That's a really good idea. We should do like a TV theme. Maybe the 70-day one needs to be TV themed for those of people like me who are TV obsessed and watch TV while I do other productive things at the same time. Because why not? That's how I do my power hour, you guys. I watch all the shows that I cannot watch with my children around me while I power hour. Makes it so much more fun. Just saying.
What's TV?
Yeah.
When you get out of infant world, you'll find the TV again. Promise. All right, girls.
Okay.
I love you all. I'm so glad you were on here with us tonight. And seriously, whatever you guys have to add, don't be afraid to.
Are we doing picture?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm going to stop recording, so don't hang up. Bye, those of you who watched.